Day 2 of the 2023 SEC Media Days in the books here in Nashville, Tennessee, as the countdown to the college football season is on. Nola Knight here with Max Cohan. Max, today Mississippi State, Georgia, Vanderbilt, and of course Auburn took the stand.
Lots of excitement. We're just 46 days away from kickoff on the Plains. Hugh Freeze about to start his tenure with the Tigers, and there is a lot of excitement about what this next chapter holds down on the Plains.
Yeah, Max, and although this was the first time that Hugh Freeze was here with Auburn, this was by no means his first rodeo at SEC Media Days. The former Ole Miss coach has had his fair share of fun previewing the SEC season, but the former Rebels said that today's SEC, nothing like the one that he left back in 2017. But Freeze is excited to be back in the conference.
We're excited about putting our roots down there and building this program back to what it's been. It's been only one of 6 programs to play for 2 national championships in the last 13 years, and we want to return to that. And so we're excited, thankful for this opportunity, obviously, to be back in what I think is the greatest program, the greatest conference in college football, representing one of the greatest programs that I think is in college football.
Hugh Freeze will have a tall task of getting Auburn back to the point of competing for national titles like they did when Freeze was back in Tupelo, but he's already brought in some talent just a few months into the job.
Yeah, 42 newcomers are on the Plains this year, and today the new head man said that getting those guys to mesh and to buy into his system might be the tallest task. With the season just over a month away, the new head coach said that he's still even learning some of his players' names.
I think the greatest challenge that you mentioned is the fact that we have 42 new players and I don't know all their names yet. That's the way I feel. I do. And how we're going to mold that in a short amount of time into a unit and a team is probably one of the, back to the first question, that may be my greatest challenge to turn this program as fast as the others, is because there's so much new to this.
One of those new players that Coach Freeze is getting to know is his defensive lineman, Elijah McAllister, who was in attendance today at Media Day. The former Vanderbilt Commodore got his chance to introduce his personality to the SEC. He's a guy to know. In his 6th year of college football, the grad student has already claimed his master's and is now working on his doctorate. And when asked which was harder between getting a sack or a doctorate, he had a surprising answer.
Getting a quarterback sack is more difficult, and I think studying for a PhD, there's nobody stopping me from studying and working on, getting better in the academic space, whereas when I'm rushing the passer, there's a person in front of me like, no, you're not going to do your job. So that's probably more difficult than studying and working on, my academics.
One guy Freeze has gotten to know quickly is Brooks High School alum Cameron Stutz. The Killen native is expected to play a big role in the Auburn Tigers offense this year, and he was selected to head to Nashville today to represent the O-line. And although Stutz has hit the big time today, he had a big shout out for his support staff back in Killen that he says have been with him every step of the way.
Growing up, man, that family atmosphere, that home environment, man, that was big to me, and supported me all the way. All my coaches, all my family, my friends, everybody. So coming to a place like Auburn, you feel that all the same, and it's just been really big. That was one of the main points in my recruitment. That was the reason I came here. So I've loved it.
That's going to wrap up a busy day 2 here at the 2023 SEC Media Days.
But the fun's not over in Nashville. Day 3 tomorrow, and we go from the Tigers to the Tide.
We'll have you covered right here on Wade 31. Reporting in Nashville for Max Cohan, I'm Nola Knight, Wade 31 Sports.